Hello, everybody, and welcome to this live stream of Planet Zoo Console Edition. I hope you are all well. This is just a chill stream, so we're just going to chill out, we're just going to listen to the ambience, we're just going to start building a zoo. And if you enjoy it, then please consider giving this a big thumbs up, support the channel where you can, comment, get involved in the chat. I will probably not talk until someone comments or anything, and then I will communicate with you guys. Enjoy the stream. Okay, so welcome to Planet Zoo. We're going to be building this zoo. I've got a map in front of me, and we're going to be building it to look a little bit like Edinburgh Zoo. So I'm going to be using the map of Edinburgh Zoo to kind of give me an idea of kind of where and what sort of animals you would expect. So we're going to start off with putting some pathways down, because at least with the pathways we'll know exactly kind of where we are with in terms of where we can lay things out. So we're going to put a path just here. This is the main entrance, and we're going to have a path going off here, because there is a path that kind of leads off around here, and it leads to a car park. So we're going to put the car park over here. Now obviously the car park, you won't be able to necessarily access, they won't be able to necessarily use the car park, but we'll be able to at least have it here. So with this we need to add in I don't really want them to have, there's not, you're not going to be able to use the car park, but I want to be able to have the area there. So what we're going to do is we're going to see if I can paint the land. Here we are. This is what I want. It's not really going to give us too much. It's not really going to give us too much of an option here for a car park, but what we're going to do is we'll put a kind of, make it like a kind of a dirt sort of car park here, just so that everyone can kind of park their cars here. We can have a nice little area for cars and things like that. Hopefully I'll be able to put vehicles in, but I don't think I will be able to. But we can at least we know that this area is what we want it to be. Now this obviously won't lead anywhere. This will just lead to a car park, but we'll be able to put some trees and stuff around it to make it look relatively nice, so it's not too bad. You can also have the car park is where the members' entrance. If you're a member of the zoo and you pay like a monthly fee so that you can use the zoo as you wish. But I don't think you can do that here. Maybe we could have an entrance here, but there's not really much point. We could maybe put a wee building here to act like an entrance, but right. So what we'll do, we'll have that. Let's see if I don't think we can add anything like vehicles or anything. So let's just have a look. I don't think we can. So architecture, art shapes, special effects, props. Can we put anything? Souvenir props, general props. I don't think we could actually put any. I don't think they've got any vehicles, which is a little bit of a shame because it would be cool to actually be able to put vehicles down. But we might be able to do that more on something like Planet Coaster, but I don't think in the zoo we can actually do that. Got some themed... Oh, we do. We can put these cars in. Here we are. We can put some off-road vehicles just to show that it's a car park. Now, I'm not going to be too concerned about placement, and we can change the colour of some of them just to kind of make them look a little bit different. But everyone's arrived in the same kind of car. But it is what it is. It's fine. So I wonder if we can actually move that entrance hall, because I wonder if we could put the entrance at the car. No, because the spawn area. Oh, is the spawn area inside of the building, perhaps? Because if it is, then that could be a little bit different. So we'll put one. Put one here. Put one here. Kind of have them a bit scattered about so you can see the kind of, it's not overly busy. Cool, so let's put a couple of, I don't think we get any other vehicles, I think it's just those ones that we get. I don't think there's any more. We've got a couple of tuk-tuks, or rickshaws, but no other kind of vehicles to kind of break it up a bit. But more, this is just more for just to kind of have a look at. It's not really anything. We're not really going to be focusing too much on detail in this area, because it literally is just the kind of entrance area. So we'll put a couple of trees and stuff in the car park, just to kind of break up the area, just make it look a little bit more lived in or more used. Right, okay. So I want to see if I can move the entrance. Because it would be cool if I could move the entrance to kind of here, so that you do have the car park at the back. So let's have a look. Should be able to. Hey, we can. Okay, look at this. So we can. Look at that. I don't want it on the grid system. So let's bring that down. Oh, that's exciting. So we can actually do this to make it look just that little bit better. So what about this building? Can we? Oh, we can. Brill. Oh, that's fantastic. I'm so glad that we could do that, because that means then that we can have this as our entrance, as our spawn point, so that we've got the car park behind. Okay, so this is the guest spawner, so this has to be over there, I think, because otherwise... Okay, that's, that's fair. So the guest spawner needs to spawn... Okay, so they need to be able to spawn there, and then they need a road which will which they can join into. So that is where one spawner was. So I wonder if I rotate that and put that there. So we've got two spawners there, and the other two here. If you go over on this side, you can spawn over on that side. I'm hoping that this will work. So we can change the entrance area to the zoo, so people have to, so you kind of come in. I mean, that is a little bit annoying. Hold on, I have an idea. If I get rid of this pathway, I wonder if I can move them in now. That's because there's a piece of pathway there. I think because there's a piece of pathway there. So if I come in, so I should be able to now lay it down potentially. Cool, that's fine. Because you're not really going to see it, really. Okay, so... let's get... Okay, so this is now the entrance way to the zoo. We've got the car park here, and this is the entrance to the zoo. Okay, I'm quite happy with that. Then, seeing as we've moved it away, so let's get a path in. So let's have a look at the. So we'll have this coming along here, and then we'll have another one. Well, I need to put in. I need to get the. Put this so I actually see what I'm doing. Just so I can see what I'm doing. Otherwise, it's quite dark, isn't it? Okay, so let's have that join up there. Okay, so that's the main entranceway. So let's. Oh, so we're gonna have like we need to build like a kind of like a square area. So I wonder if do we have any shapes or anything? I don't think so. I don't think they do shapes, which is really annoying because it's not ideal. So let's just create a wee square here with a central area. So it's kind of frustrating because you want to kind of fill this area out, but let me just get rid of all this a second. I just want to get rid of this a second. Right, so let's do this again. So width down. So let's spread it around. Now let's make the width go out. So we have this big area here. Okay, so what we could do is we could put some potted plants here along the middle. That way it separates it slightly it gives this sense of separation from both pathways. Not that we need it necessarily, but it will also open this up a bit. So when we are able to do a bit more of the construction of it, make it look a bit nicer. I'm just rambling at this point. I'm not really concentrating on what I'm saying. So ignore the nuisance that's the uselessness that's coming out of my mouth right now. Oh, there we are. I can do it better with that. So it kind of goes with the path a little bit. Just sort of covers up this gap here. Might not look the best, but at this stage it's just really a case of doing what you've got. I mean, that looks shit. That really does look shite. So let's get rid of that then. I don't like this at all. I need to figure out how to do the paths again, because that really is diabolical. I'm not happy with that at all. Right, so paths. So we got those two entrances here. So let's get the width right down and just join it up there, and then we have just one path. And I think if we make the path wider, and then so we have it here. I think if it was to go as a circle, to gradually kind of go around, we can have. Well, this is it. Thank you, Paul, for joining. I appreciate it. Now, Jurassic Park is one that I've played on here quite a bit. I do love Jurassic World Evolution. It is a great game made by the same people who did this and also Planet Coaster as well. So, yeah, it's a great game. But welcome. Okay, so, I mean, that's okay. I'm quite happy with that. We can fill this area in with design, so that's easy enough to do. So that's what we'll do. Let's get some nature stuff. We'll get some rocks, and I love playing around with the rocks here. This is something I really enjoy doing, is just building all the stuff here in Planet Zoo. So we can build up this area here. The only issue with Planet Zoo, though, is that you can't adjust the size of the rocks, which is really, really annoying. You have to, if you want something small, you have to put it into the ground, and it's really frustrating. Let's think about what we want here. This should be where the entrance of this is where the grand entrance of the zoo is. So people come in from here, they join the pathway, then they can go out to all the different areas. So this section here should be something grand. Let's put I have an idea. Let's put a statue down first, so that we can. Yes, I have plattened a bit. Plattened it on the channel, actually. Did 100% on the channel. It's a great game. It's a fantastic game, it really is. Unless, I wonder if we put in a habitat there. Maybe if we put in like could we put in like maybe a what if we put in like a meerkat What if we put in like a meerkat habitat? I think that'd be kind of cool, actually. So what we need then, in that case, is we need barriers. Fences. We need to put some fences up so that meerkats can't get out. So if we put in... Maybe if we put in fences that people can still see through, so... Because I believe the meerkats would actually get out if that was the case. Right. Meerkats are usually down a bit. I don't know whether or not I should... So I think if we put the... I'm just trying to think of how to do it. Maybe if we put... That's the aquatic fence. African fence. Well, I suppose, you know, meerkats are... You get them in Africa, don't you? So... I wonder if position snap was that. Let's snap to the next one. No. Line them up perfectly. Okay, so now I need to start curving it around because the pathway does go around. So I do kind of wish you could lay these down and then build the paths around it, which, to be fair, is probably what I should have done. Lay this down first and then put the paths around it. Because that way then you know that the paths are going to be in the right place and that, you know, you're not going to have crossover, but it's done now. I don't even know if this is going to be good enough for the meerkats, but I'm hoping it will be. Well, the meerkats won't get out of here, but we'll see. But I think this is a good enough enclosure to have them kind of here, you know. Just the kind of first animal you get to see is the meerkats. Yeah, I always said meerkats a lot. I'm rambling. When I play these kind of games and stream them, I ramble a lot because there's not an awful lot to talk about when you're doing something like this. You know, you're building a space. There's not an awful lot to talk about. Okay, we're nearly there. We're nearly there. Yeah. They should have a shelter for that. I'm hoping. I'm hoping that there'll be a building that I can put in there. I'm pretty sure they have like a outer building thing that can go in here. I also need to put a gate in so that the vets and things and the zookeepers can get in to maintain them. Okay. Right, so let's have a look, see if there's habitat buildings that we can put in. So let's have a look. We can put food and water, beds and shelters. Beds and shelters. There should be something for meerkats, I would have thought. Australia. In Jurassic Park, yes, absolutely, but I think we'll be okay with just the meerkats. I think. I mean, I'm assuming. I should probably check to see if we can get meerkats, because I'm just assuming that we can. I'm just assuming that I'm able to. We'll see. Let's go back to habitat, and we'll. So what we'll do is actually, because I think I need to build actually first of all a. Apparently, I need to build a center for buying, a management center for actually buying the animals. Keeper hut, vet surgery, research center, staff room, workshop, and trade center. I need to build a trade center. So let's build. I think, judging by the map, let's have a look to see if they've got staff areas advertised on the map. I don't think they will, but they'll have a couple of huts and stuff, which will be the which I imagine will be all the staff centers and stuff. Yeah, they've got like outbuildings and things like that in different areas, so we can have a staff center nearby the location so that people can come and go as they need to. So that'll be the staff center. So or the trade center. Let's have a look in the trade center and see if we can actually buy any animals. So actually buy any meerkats, because I'm just assuming that we can, and I want meerkats because, of course. So meerkat. No. I obviously haven't got the pack for it. Okay, so we're going to have to change our plans slightly. So it's not going to be meerkats. It's going to be something else. So let's have a look to see what it can be. Let's see what else we've got. We've got aardvarks. We could have aardvarks. Tapirs, Bengal tigers, lemurs. Okay, warthogs. Giant otters, bears, hippopotamus, rhinos, monkeys, penguins, mandrills, plain zebras, red pandas, ring-tailed lemurs, saltwater crocodiles, Siberian tiger, snow leopard, timber wolf, West African lions. Okay, so we haven't got meerkats, and maybe it's because I haven't got the pack, but you know, we'll have to do what we have to do. So I think if we put maybe let's put some aardvarks in. I think we need to think about Zoopedia. Here we are. So the aardvark likes to have land requirement. Okay, so deep water requirement, climate requirement, temperature requirement, boundary requirement, grade 2. Okay, maybe we haven't got good enough. So habitats enrichment. It needs to have a sprinkler, small wall, cardboard box, herb scent marker, rubbing pad, small ice ball, gift box, rubber duck, aardvark cucumber, live termites. Okay, so let's first of all, what we can do is go to terrain, and we'll paint this kind of sandy area. Okay. Okay, so let's get all the nourishment stuff that they need. So they need food and water, feeding stations. So they need, we'll put a medium trough in. They need, that's underwater, fresh fish, plants, food tray, small. Okay, what's this? That's water stations, okay. We need to put on some enrichment items, just to make sure I got them right. So we need to have, cardboard box was one. Because they like playing with cardboard boxes. Make sure that they've got good enrichment. That's a dog ball, we don't want that. There was I think we wanted a ball, large ball, that we could play with. There was a termite farm. They need termite farms, of course, because they're aardvarks, and of course, why not? They need herb scent marker. They need one of them, or a couple of them. Was it ice ball they wanted? Rubber duck was one thing they wanted as well. Keeps them out of trouble. It was ice ball or something, wasn't it? Small. Let's put a small colourful box. I think that's going to be too large a ball for them. Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's basically what they are, is giant cats, isn't it? And a small ice ball will probably melt, but... Right, so I think we've got the enrichment down. We just need to get a shelter for them. So we need to have some... we need to have a shelter for them. So they've got somewhere to get away from the crowd if they need to. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's quite big, isn't it? Oh, it's not too big. Okay, it's fine. And if we put some bedding in there. Absolutely. And so they should have one. Let's put a wee heater in there. I don't think heaters. Right. I think I need to have a gate in there, but I don't know. Animal exhibits, here we are. Okay. Guest facilities, utilities, bins, benches, security, transport rides. Right, I need to build a fence or gates of some sort. How does one go about doing that? Right, so I need a gate. New world. Barriers. That it? Under there. Okay. So this is what I should have built, not the fence. Oh, great. Okay. In that respect, I've done this wrong. So what I need to do is I need to go to this. That's going to take away the. So let's turn off. There we are. So let's do this then. After all of that, putting all those fences down, I don't bloody need them. I forgot that we had the barriers, that you need to put down the barriers first. Okay, so the barriers are actually what you need to kind of lock them in, essentially, if you like. So put that obstructed by what? Oh, it's obstructed by the paths like this. So if we put that. So that goes up against there. And then if I go from here, yay! So we got that as our area. So I need to put in a gate, habitat gates. So if we put the gate in there, that will allow our. Okay, why are you not doing what I want you to do? Oh, so you need an entrance and an exit. So we'll put the exit around here, so you're near the. Can't have. Okay, you can't. Okay, no, cool. Okay, so that is our habitat gate, and that is our habitat there for the aardvarks. So let's get our first aardvark and see if they're happy with it. So send to zoo. Okay, invalid destination. Okay. Oh. Delivery schedule. So I need to get a vet. And, okay, so I need some more staff buildings. Okay. Right, so facilities. I need some more staff buildings. Right, so we need a keeper hut. So we'll just get a small classic keeper's hut just to put next to here. So we've got a few of the buildings together. We need a vet surgery. So we'll just put we just need a classic vet surgery. We don't need a fancy one. I literally just need a classic one. So might not want them too clumped together, so I might put the kind of staff buildings just at the back here as well, so it's literally just the so we have staff room. Yeah. Oh, it's been done. So I think for now we'll just put a small staff room in here. Why does it have to snow? I hate it when it snows. You can't see what you're doing then. Okay, so we go staff, and then we go research center, classic research center, and then we go maintenance, classic workshop. And then we go, we've got a trade building. I'm going to move that. I'm going to move these actually, because that way all the buildings can then be together then. This can be the staff entrances. So you can just nip in just there if you don't mind. Okay, so get the paths. I need to get a staff path. Okay, so that is the pathways done. I might just quickly try and stop the snow, because the snow is so annoying. The snow is going to evaporate and we can actually see what we're doing then. Okay, so what we can do is we can then fill this area full of shrubberies and stuff like that. So, or we can even put shops and things in here. So, but for now we need some staff. So we need some caretakers. We need a couple of caretakers. We need a couple of keepers. We need a couple of mechanics. We need higher security at the front. We don't need that, we need a vet. A couple of vets there. Okay, so we should, in theory now, be able to have our animal. Okay, so we should be able to get our animal in here. At least get our first aardvark in to assess, to see how we're doing. So let's get some facilities. We need to get some guest facilities now, I think. So let's get some food stalls. We're just going to literally just get the basic things at the minute, and then we can just add to them in a bit. So food stall and get a drink stall. Right. So let's get some vendors to attend to them. Right, so what's going on with our aardvark? Trade Center, there's a health article related to this feature. Okay, so open animal storage, okay. Send to zoo. Oops, just dropped the controller, bear with me. Right, so what's the problem? Where's the aardvark? Okay, send to zoo, send to zoo. So, the aardvarks aren't here. What have I done wrong here? I don't think I've done anything wrong. We should be technically... Okay. Animal storage. Why is this an invalid destination? Is this not a good enough enclosure? Maybe I have the wrong barriers? Or maybe it's just not big enough space. Maybe it needs to be slightly bigger. Perhaps. Maybe it does need to be slightly bigger. Okay, in that case, let's add some barriers then. And make it slightly bigger then. Not a problem. So, in that case, we need to get the paths. We need to delete these paths here. Try and make this slightly bigger then. It might be that it's just not big enough. But I need it to be slightly bigger. Which is fair enough if that's the case. Okay, so let's go to terrain then. And paint the terrain again. So let's see if that works. Open animal storage. Send to zoo. No, why is it saying an invalid destination? I don't know what I've done wrong here. No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that's... No, because usually they just deliver them and then you deal with that later. I think there's an issue. Maybe it's the barriers. Maybe the barriers are wrong. Let's have a look at the aardvarks themselves and see if it tells you what they want. What kind of barriers they need. Okay, so scenery rating. Well, that's for the trade center, okay. Open animal storage. So, let's compare mates. There's one or the other. Huh. In trade center. I don't know. So I'm just seeing if it tells you boundary requirement is grade 2. So it needs grade 2. So how do I find out what grade this is? Yeah, so resistance is grade 3, so it's nothing to do with the barrier, because the barrier is watertight. It's people need to be able to see it, don't they? Okay, so it's going to do with that. So let's try another. Let's check other things to see if I've done something. Exhibit management. No. Exhibits. No. Animals. Doesn't need any. Maybe it's too hot or too cold for them. Maybe. So look at this. Oh gosh. It needs to be a lot cooler than that. Maybe that is the reason. Is this our boy going to deliver them now? No. The boy's not going to deliver them yet. Huh. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. No. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. Natural habitat. Temperature between 60 and 40 degrees Celsius. Fun facts. Huh. I don't get this. There must be something I'm doing wrong. There has to be. So let's check the barriers again and see if there's a different door I can put in. Habitat gate. Ah, maybe it needs to be a glass habitat gate. Because it's a... It's the only thing I can think of, but... Animal storage, send to zoo. Invalid destination, I don't get it. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Why is it not working? This animal's being adopted for cash. Zopedia. Based on one adult 0 juveniles. Maybe it's just not big enough. Can I... How do I check to see how much... Land area. Okay, hold on, space. It's not telling me. Africa. It's not telling me. Fix incomplete. Oh. Ah, okay, so it can't. Oh, I think I've. Yeah. Okay, I see why. Because it can't. Yeah, okay. I get it why. I understand why. It can't. Yeah. You can't have it just stop. It needs to be complete. That kind of makes sense. So this pathway needs to completely go so I can wrap it around the building so the building can be inside because the barrier needs to be complete. For some reason, it doesn't think that it just going up to the wall is it's being complete for some reason. Which, I suppose, in one respect, kind of makes sense, I guess. Right, so that should, in theory, sort it out then. Open animal storage, send to zoo. Yes, there we are. Because I'm an idiot. That's why. So here we come with the aardvark. We will get our first aardvark in here. Oh, I need a sprinkler system. I need something for them to have food-wise, because we have an aardvark. Right, so let's speak to this boy, see what he's wanting. Need some more enrichment stuff. Okay. Food enrichment in habitat and interspecies bonus, so we need some more food. That totally makes sense because, well, he's not got any at all. Right, okay, so let's go with. We should have food bowls around. I put this as a feeding trough. But let's see if we can get. Let's get the second one in. Open animal storage and send to. We can send here. So we need some more food enrichment stuff. So food enrichment. Let's put in. We can put in a slow feeder as well. But we've got. So how happy is he now? Ah, yeah, fine. He's perfect. Lovely. Cool. He just hadn't seen it. And now we're getting our guests coming in. Our guests are now in, so we need to finish off the pathway because for now we have just literally got them. Okay, so we need to build. So what I might do is do that around there. I'll have it coming around, so it can wrap around here, so they can come around here and see it around this side. And then also means that we can then join up with a pathway on the other side. This makes like a circle. We can have pathways coming off this that will lead on to different areas. But this is our kind of main area here with the aardvark. Is the first kind of thing that people will see as they come into the zoo. So what we now need for the customers is we need education boards. So let's just go here. We need staff facilities, animal exhibits, utilities, media devices, and education. So we need now to get some boards up. Education. So we need to get some information boards that are going to tell you all about the aardvarks that you're seeing here. So one there. We need to put one there. We need to put some around on this side as well, so that people can see and learn about the different animals that we've got in here. What else? Power cost. So we need something to have. We need power. Okay, so in that case, let's get facilities and go put some power in. So let's go with power and go. Well, that's not a bad idea. That is not a bad idea at all. I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. That's what we'll do. That we'll make this the alphabetical zoo. So is this powered on now? Probably not. Place image. So we need. Okay, so this is just about explaining about different forms of conservation. Okay, so let's go talk about global warming. Climate change. There we are. So we need some information boards then about the aardvarks. Visual media. Here we are. This is what I needed. I will add all of the. Extra stuff, path stuff and stuff as well, and all the nature and make it just look a little bit nicer than it just being like this for now. But so for now, let's get these turned on. Wild chief beef, alpine goat. Ah. We haven't got aardvark. Why is there no information about the aardvark? Ah, here we are. Why are you not turning on? Maybe they're too far out of the range of the power. Maybe they need to have another power. Wide. Why are they not working? Amphibian, so... Why is nothing here working like I want it to work? Am I not doing something right here? Nothing is working. Educational content. Let's see if by putting one here, will that do anything? Oh, I think I turned it around the wrong way. Oh, God's sake! Right, let's just get rid of this because I need to try and figure it out. Hold on. Right. Artifact. There we go. That would be a bit much, I think. That would be funny, but it'd be a bit much, I think. I need to get rid of this tree. Okay, so let's put another screen here so that people can see what they need to see and learn about the aardvark. Okay, and we need to put another one here, so let's get rid of this one. I don't really need loads of them. We'll put another one here. With the information about the aardvark. Okay, now we can put speakers up as well, which will then we can put speakers down, which will then tell people information about the aardvark. That tells people all about the aardvark then. So now we just need to go to nature. It's a very long, slow process making habitats and stuff like that. A very long process. I'm going to put some stones here for the aardvarks to play it to kind of make it a little bit more exciting for them. So let's get some. I think what I'll do is I might put some. Need to get some trees and some bushes and stuff. That's what we need. We need some bushes to cover up this area here, so that we can. It's not. You haven't got this huge gap here, and this tree's annoying me as well. So I'm going to get rid of this tree because it's annoying me. I can't see anything. Right. So I need to do something here. Let's do something with some rocks, because I can do some good things with the rocks here. I thought if I could do like an African display or something here. Oh, they're about to mate, so we're about to have baby aardvarks. Which is always exciting when that happens. She's pregnant and she's expecting offspring already. That's how quick it takes. Okay, so let's get some plants growing out of there. So just kind of make it look a little bit nicer. We can also get some of the smaller ones. No, not them. Just to make it look a little bit nicer. This also hides the aardvarks away from people, so that you're not getting too much. They're not getting a bit too overwhelmed, you know. Bramble bush, put that kind of here, one there. Kind of just put that kind of in the middle there, fills up any gaps. And then what we can do is get some, like a statue or something. Let's see what statues we've got. Is there anything like an aardvark that we can put on there maybe? That's a bear. It's not really what we want. But what we can do is we can do this. I wonder if there's... What's that? No, I wonder if what we could do is... I need to work out how to spell aardvark. I don't think that's going to work. I wonder if we could call it A to Z Zoo. And we could put the sign there. I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. Right. So let me do this away from here, and then I can... Right, so what we need is we need a shape. We need... a half moon shape. Okay, so let's get our lettering. Now, like I say before, we can't actually change the height of the letter, which is a little bit annoying. It's really frustrating that you can't actually change the height of it, so you can't make it smaller. A. And I think if we put... Actually, if I use those letters, they're a bit smaller, aren't they? Hardvark Zoo. I can't do it all full of aardvarks, as much as I would love to. Let's get rid of this A because it's too big. So, I wonder if we go... I know, right? I wonder if we then go Nope, too big. Well, that number is too big. So I quite like that. So the zoo is going to be called A to Z, and that is the logo there. Maybe we can change the color of the A. Font color. No. Would you ever stop, even if I asked you to? Let's be honest. Right, A to Z. Right, so let's select the whole thing and then confirm and then move it. And we can go over here to our thing, and then if we go that way, and then go that way, oh, stop it. Oh, so annoying. Exactly. It's annoying trying to get the placement right on this. That fills that space up then. That fills that space up quite nicely. So construction, or maybe facilities. Yeah, must be facilities. Nope, maybe not. Staff facilities, guest facilities? Nope. Animal exhibits. Utilities? Nope. Ah, I was looking in the wrong section. So then if I get some lights. That light will then light up the sign at night. How cool is that? That's our sign, A to Z. A VIP guest has arrived at our zoo. We don't want a VIP guest. What are we talking about? Right, let's get a fence in. Like I say, this section does this doing all this takes a long time, and that's why it's quite fun doing builds and things like that. I'm quite happy with it. I don't see what the problem is. I mean, it's very 90s, but don't see what the problem is. I mean, it's very storybook Glenn, but you know, that's what it is. Right, so I need... Where do I get the... I haven't quite learned where everything is yet. Signs, lights, architecture, centerpieces, props, fences, there we are. So let's get... Because this is the African animal, we'll put some fences around here. That will stop people from going anywhere near the... I love how they're they're looking at the sign. See, they like the sign. Let's see what the problem is. I never once said that I was good at this sort of thing. Right. Let's get some benches down and then we can think about so if people have somewhere that they can sit down at least. Wow, that is deeply offensive. Deeply offensive. How dare you? How could you say such a horrible thing to me? Yeah. I mean, Storybook Glenn's not got aardvarks, so I mean. I think I might be winning in that respect. So I need to think about how to dress these up a little bit nicer, I think. Let me put a couple of "Do not feed the animals" signs. Not that they can, but there's that chance that they might. So I need to... See, I'm quite happy with it. I mean, it's very basic at the minute. But let's think about what's next on the map. So they've got meerkats, we've got aardvarks, so we need to have, I think what we'll do is They've got red pandas next, so I think what we'll do is if we have I think if we build a habitat over here, I think, yeah, so let's build a habitat over here. I think with the wooden logs, don't know how people are going to be able to see, that's the only thing. Oh, it's actually going up, so I could have the pathway kind of going up and looking down onto them. Maybe not. I'll work it out. Right, okay, so. Right. We need some we need to think about our red pandas. Red pandas want climbing things, so they need to have lots of things to climb, so we need a climbing frame. No, I don't think that's going to work. This is what I need. So I need, I think like a lemur kind of thing would actually work. That's a smaller one. Because they like to climb things, don't they? And I think maybe like just lots of climbing stuff. Yeah, something like that. They'll like that. Oh, that's quite big actually, to be fair. Like another one in the middle, maybe? Because they like to climb things, don't they? Right, so let's have a look at the animals themselves. And have a look at... Oh no, we've got to think about it's bee, isn't it? Damn, I'm already messing up. Okay, so bee. What do we want to have? Tigers. What do we want to have? Black wildebeest. We can have the lemurs. We can have the lemurs in here. Black and white ruffed lemurs. That's fair, isn't it? I mean, does that work? Does that kind of? I think that works. I'm going with it. Right. So climb proof, grade 1 climb proof, and Right, so it needs monkey chow. So it needs to have, the barrier needs to have grade 1 anti-climb, at least. I don't know if this wooden one does. I wasn't thinking. It is climbable, so we need to have stuff that is not climbable. So I would say the glass. So we need to get rid of this then. So I think by putting the glass, no, it needs to be the glass. So people can still see inside, but you can't climb it. Because otherwise you will have escaping lemurs. Which would be cool, because lemurs are awesome, but I don't want them escaping. So I have an idea. Also, on the way to the lemurs, we can put things like ants along them, like they can have like insect displays, so that you can go and see ants. So as it gradually goes from A to B, there you go. I know what I'm doing. I think. Right. So what else does the black ring-tailed lemur need? Or black and white ruffed lemur. What does it want for? It needs musical keyboard, ice block, cardboard box, mirror mobile, sprinkler, block of frozen fruit, forage box, small fixed roller feeder, suspended forager. Okay, so it needs. So let's get some more stuff. Let's get food enrichment. So it wants some block of frozen fruit. We need. We could put a fruit spike tree in. I wonder if that's. Right, enrichment, it needs, what do we want? We want to put in some cardboard box, because they like cardboard boxes. Mirror mobile, it said it liked, so we'll put that in there. Musical keyboard, we put one up there as well, so they have to. Want sprinklers. So where do I find the sprinklers, I wonder? They'll also want maybe some trees in here, so maybe we need to put some trees in. So we need to search Madagascar. Oh, it's not going to be under Madagascar, so I just have to look for trees. Oh, it's like boba trees or something, isn't it? It's in Madagascar. So they should have boba trees here. I know these aren't the boba trees, but they're kind of African-looking trees, aren't they? Okay. I need to put a door in. And I need a shelter as well. I need a shelter as well. So, well, path needs to be workman's path. Staff path. As it will snake round and just be as unintrusive as possible. No, they won't. You'd think they would, but no, they won't. Well, they shouldn't anyway. Right, okay. I think I may have just fucked up a second. Hold on. Never mind. Ignore me. Right. We need to get the animals. So let's get our black and white ruffed lemurs.